Hi everyone, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. This is Love Apparel, and in today's video I'll be showing us how I went about the cutting and sewing of this beautiful gown you saw on my thumbnail. So if this is what you're interested in, please watch this video to the end and please subscribe, like, share and comment on this video. I'm using this African print for my marking. I'm marking both the front and back. So I've gone ahead to fold. I measured my shoulder to the length of my gown. The difference between this gown is just the length. The owner want it shorter. So from my shoulder I mark my bust point. From my shoulder I mark my half length. I came in with 3 inches for my neck width, and I came down with 1.5 inches for my neck depth. This is for the back neckline. I connect the lines and I curve it. For my front neckline, I came down with 7.5 inches for my neck depth. I mark and connect the lines. From my neck depth, I mark my shoulder, which is 7.5, and my sleeve length. I'm using a black stripe to complete the length of my sleeve. For my sleeve opening, I came down with 9 inches. I divide my bust by 4 and mark plus 3 inches seam allowance. Why the 3 inches is because this gown does not have zipper or opening, just a free gown. So I connect my sleeve to my bust point. I divide my hip by 4 and mark plus 3 inches seam allowance. I marked and I connect the line down to the hem of my gown. So let's cut it off. So after cutting it off, I cut off the neck. This is the back neckline. So when cutting your front neckline, you have to be very careful here. I first of all notched the center. So I drag the back neckline inner to cut the front neckline. You have to be very careful here. This is the simplest way I know how to cut my together neckline whenever I'm marking the both front and back. So I make sure I draw the back neckline in and cut the front neckline. After cutting it, I discovered that the neckline is too small, so I added extra inches to the initial measurement. So for the front neckline, I made it 8.5 instead of the 7.5 we have initially. So I made it 8.5. Just be careful here. And I cut it off. I measured it. So I'll go ahead to measure it and mark and cut it off. So this is what I have after cutting it off. As you can see, the gown does not have any opening both front and back. So I'm going to be using this stripe to illustrate how you're going to attach it. I cut it 4 inches, 2 inches on fold, and I stitch it all around, leaving the neck part. So with the neck part, you're going to attach it like a pipe it with the neck part. Also, I will attach to my sleeve. I'll attach the black to my sleeve. I've gone ahead to mark where I want my pocket to stand. The two sides I want my pocket. So let's go ahead to the machine and do it. So I've pinned it, if you can see, and I'm sewing the neck part first. I opened it up and sew it all around using the open part to close it within. Afterward, I stitch it the way I showed you how to stitch it. So this is it for piping. I piped it. So after piping it, this is what I have. You can see how neat it's looking at the inner part of it. So go ahead and do the same with your own. Just take your time. It's not what you rush. So after piping it, I went ahead to stitch down the long stripe on the length of my gown. on both sides. So you have to do it very closely without leaving any space at the middle. So after stitching it, I attached my pocket. I measured my pocket. I'm using 9 inches and 8 inches width. So please, if you got value from this video, like, share, comment. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.